guys, welcome to the channel. This is Waga. We are going to start off a new series where we build a Instagram clone with SwiftUI. And what we're going to do in this video, we're going to go have a quick rundown of the various things, features that are available in our app that we'll be building out in the coming videos. We could start off in the far end. As you can see at the bottom of our simulator, which is on the right, we have a tab view, and at the very end we have our profile view. So if you click on it, you come to our profile and you can see a couple of things. You can see on the navigation bar we have the name of the page, which is, or the view in this case, called profile, and at the far end on the trailing side we have this button that can be used to log out of the app. And in the view we have a number of things you can see. The first thing you can see is the image and the name of the user. In this case our user is called password. These are the number of posts that he has or she has. 15 posts, has 5 followers, and is following 5 people. Their bio is I am a reformed heathen. We have an edit profile button, and we have a picker. Now if we can quickly go over the picker, and then we can come back to the edit profile, right? So what we could do is, if we come to the first, I'm guessing this is the first selection of the picker, we have a number of images, and this images, if you can see this image of a leaf here, is the same image here, and we're basically showing all of this users posts that all the 15 posts that they have made, and we're showing them in 2 different ways. One, we're using a grid. So yes, this is SwiftUI 12. We're using the I believe the V grid to do this. And if you click on any of these images, you're taken to the comment view, right? So basically, one example we could show is maybe click on this, right? So if we click on this, we come here and we find this is the image, the full image, and it is fixed at the top, and at the bottom we have like a scroll view of images, right? And for each image we have the user's profile image, their name, in this case password, and the image hi, and at the end on the other side we have the number of days, the time ago function, basically how long ago it was posted, right? So we have all these comments here, and you can add a comment. Adding a comment is in real time, right? So we could say wow, like so, and if we post it, it will appear in real time. It will be posted to our backend, which is Firebase, of course, and we will see it in real time. And of course you can't post an image, like if you hit post, it won't appear until you actually type something out, right? So we have that, a basic error check, where to make sure that we do not post empty images, empty posts, right, in the comment section, right? So this is our comment view, and we could come back, and the next thing we could do is we could actually look at the image in what's it called, in the long form view, right? So we could find here that we have all this information. You can understand what it is. It's the image, the name, how long ago the image was posted, and if we come down here, we have the caption of the image comes above the image, unlike Instagram. In Instagram I think it's normally bottom, but I put it on top, like so. And we come down here and we have the image in question, and we have our like button. Now when we click on the like button, we toggle an animation where it gets bigger, and then it gets bigger, right? And then we see a line at the bottom saying how many likes this image has. So if we unlike this video, this picture, like, don't unlike the video, actually like it. If we unlike this picture, like so, if we hit this button, it disappears, and the line saying how many likes are there. If the image has no likes, the line doesn't appear. You have to have at least 1 like for it to show the line of the number of likes. So you could just replace that by hitting the like button, and if we hit the like button, voila, we have 1 like here. And if we hit the quote bubble, like so, we're going to a comment view, which you have just seen, right? And if we hit if we press the view comments, like so, we also go into the same page, right? And basically the same thing, right? And we have all the users' images, and you can come here and you can see this image has 5 likes because this current user hasn't liked it, right? So other users have liked it, but the current user hasn't liked it. Now the next thing we could do is we could come to the edit profile page, like so, and in the edit profile page, what we could do is we could come here and we could select a new image, right? So the 3 things you could change are the basic information of a user, right? And what you could change first is you could change the image, and when we start off, we notice that the image loaded. We load the image from the backend, the current user's image, right? And we also load their current name, and we have their bio, right? So we could change all this and here we use an image picker, which is the only non-SwiftUI thing we use. yeah, so we use an image picker. So you could choose a photo or you could take a photo. We're going to choose a photo. We're on the simulator, right? So we could pick this flowers, hit choose like so, and when we come back we see that our current selected image is displayed, and we could say we want to keep the name password. So we could just type it out again, password, send it back to the backend, password, and we could also change the bio. Instead of saying I'm a reformed heathen, we could say all my friends are heathens. All my friends are heathens. This is the line from a song and not personal value or vision or anything I feel strongly about. Just a line from a song. Okay, so we press that and we hit edit, and if you see here at the bottom we say we don't have a real-time listener on our profile page, so unlike the comment view, it won't be instituted immediately, right? There are other places like in the comment view, in the timeline, in the messaging, where all this will be seen in real time, but here we don't. So it says changes will be effected the next time you log in. So if we hit edit, we see everything is cleared, all our text fields have cleared, and we see our we see an SF symbol image in place of our old image after we clear everything. And if we go back to the profile, we can see that it's still the same. So we can log out and log in to see the changes that have been effected, right? And to log out, we press this button at on the trailing side like so, and we log out and we come back and we can log in. We can say password@gmail.com like so, and we hit the password, and the password is interestingly password like so, and we will be logged in momentarily, and we will start off with our this is our main view, right? I will make a few UI changes. I want to give it a dark mode, make it look a bit better. I've seen a couple of really good UIs for Instagram on GitHub. I'll be looking at some of them and instituting them in later videos, but all the functionality will remain the same, right? So this is our main view, and we can come to our profile view and check whether or not our changes have been made. And we can see our changes, that our name, we just kept the name password. It's easy to remember, right? And the image is now the flowers, and the bio is all my friends are heathens. So we have gone over, I think, basically everything in the profile page, and now we can move on to the other pages. What we need to do is we need to look at our notifications page, which is the second last one. So we could click on it, on the heart, and we come to notifications. And in the notifications page, what you will notice is that it's basically a bit like we use the same design as the chat feature. And what we have is the image, and the name here is Pauline, and what happened, like in this case, Pauline liked your post. You can't click on a liked post, right? But you can click on the replies, right? So you can click on the replies, and but we could institute. I don't think it's a problem. Maybe afterwards we could institute the liking the post. And also on the far side we see how long ago this happened, right? So we could come here, and for example, if you want to see this, if you have logged in and you see, and on this will only be stuff that by other people, right? We will if you like your own post, you won't see it in the notifications, of course, right? Because you know you did it, right? But in this case, Pauline replied well, so we could click and see it. We could click and we'll go to the comment view and see this, right? So if we click on the Pauline notification like so, we will be directed to our comment view, where we will see the comment by Pauline, in this case well, and how long ago it was posted, and also the comment itself, the image itself of the comment. We'll just see the comment view with the comment, and we can reply. Maybe we can say thank you Pauline, like so. Hear that? And we go to next like so. Basically that post page, right? So if we click here, we come to the third page, and this page, like the name says, just allows us to upload a post, right? So we could come here and we could click on this, and we choose a photo, and we pick the upload post. We could pick maybe this one. Let's pick this one like so, or let's pick this island looking thing, and we hit that, and we can see it after we choose it, the picture we have selected, and this is a pretty picture like so. And we hit the upload post, and it should go to our backend, and yeah, and it should clear out our fields, right? So if we hit this, give it a second, it should clear out, and of course we're going to see our original view, and we can go to our timeline and confirm that this image has actually been sent and has been posted to our timeline. And also when we create it here, it will be posted to all our followers. I'll open another simulator to show that if you start following a user, you get all their posts, right? All their posts will be included, right? So basically that. And also it has some error handling function. Like if you try to send nothing, you hit that, you say you get this alert which says, oh no, please add a caption and provide an image. Okay, so let's try and trick it by saying hi, and try sending it. We say, please add a caption and provide an image. You have to include both. If you include a picture without a caption, the same thing, the same message will come, right? So basic error handling, please provide a caption and an image. Yeah, and it sort of removes your image, which it shouldn't do, but yeah, basically that. So it has error handling and whatnot, and we could come here to our timeline and confirm actually that our image, wait, it has been posted. This is awesome. Wait, the green is looking lush. I'm sure it's somewhere down here. This is a test. This is a pretty picture. So basically 1 minute ago, yeah, okay, in this timeline I haven't ordered the images according to time, but we can fix that. That's something that can be easily fixed. The messages on the other hand are ordered according to the time they were sent. So basically that. So you can create a post and it will appear in your timeline, and it will also appear in the timelines of the users who follow you. Like if somebody starts following you, if you post something, it appears at the very top of their timeline, right? Our upload post, we could go to our discover page, right? And in our discover page, we have the post ranked by the most liked. So this post has the most likes in all of our app, all the users' apps. It's not just the users' posts, right? It takes all the posts in the entire app and ranks them according to likes, right? By the field likes, if you know your Firebase, right? So if we click on this, we have 3 ways of viewing it. We have a scroll view like so. So if you click on it, you go to the comment view, right? And you can type here nice pic like so. Let's pick a post without a comment, right? Can we get a post? Okay, nice like so. And does this one have a post? Okay, every post, I wanted to show a feature that only applies to posts without comments. Yes, like this one. This post has no comment. So if you have no comment, it gives you it encourages you to say something, right? They say go ahead, say something like so. So you could come here and say great post like so. If we do this, this line will disappear. So we do that and our line disappears. So basically there's an inducement to make you like it, and basically the rest of the image is exactly like the profile page, where we have the images using a V-grid. Is it a? I think it's a V-grid. Arranged according to the most liked, with this being the most liked. You can confirm by checking here the scroll view. This image here and this image here will be the same. Same thing here. Image here and here will be the same. The only difference between this profile page and the discover page is that the picker here is fixed and the picker here is not fixed. You can see we can move up and down, but in the discover page the picker is fixed and the scroll view is fixed at the top like that. So basically that is our discover page, but it has a trailing button at the far end like so. And the trailing button can be used to search for users, and we can search for users. Maybe you could type P and we get all the users whose names start with P, right? In real time. And we could pick a user. Maybe we could pick Pauline, and we could go to them, and we find that we do not follow Pauline. In this case, we do not follow Pauline. So what we could do, and we can confirm this by coming here and checking, and you will see that on your following you have 4. So if we follow Pauline, if we hit the follow button, her number should change and your number should also change, right? To indicate it's real time, right? Takes a bit of time, but it's more or less almost instant. For some reason it's slower than the chatting and the commenting. I don't know why, but it's supposed to be real time because we use the same listener function. So basically that, if we hit follow, give it a second, it appears. So the number of followers Pauline has now is 4, and if we come here to your profile, we will see that the number of people you're following will now be 5. So we come here and you're following 5 people, right? And Pauline has 4 followers, and you can see her comment. Basically her profile looks a bit like yours, except there's one difference, right? When you come to your profile, you find that you have the logout button, but when you come to her profile, you have the messaging function, right? And you can click on it, and sometimes it hangs a bit, but you go to the chat messaging function, right? So when you click on it, you see all the chats between you and Pauline, and maybe you could we could investigate the chats in a bit more detail. And how we could do that is I am logged in as Pauline, and you can confirm that from me clicking on the profile. You find here it's Pauline, and we can come here and we find that I am logged in as password on this other end, right? So how we could check the messaging, we could test the messaging feature. There are two ways to access messaging. You could come to the search page like so and search for a user, like in this case Pauline, and click on the messages like so, and you'll be taken to chats. Or you could go to the main page like so and click on the SF symbol that is on the trailing side. Our app is called Flexigram, by the way, so that you can flex on everyone. No, I'm not really an Instagram user, but yeah, basically that. Yeah, so you could click on this, and if you click on this, you should see the messaging page, right? So this will contain all your messages, and the difference will be that if the last message was a text, right, you will see the first line of the text. So in this case, we see okay from Pauline. This was the last message. Or we will see let's come and see it. Okay, so you see the same message here. It takes a bit of time. The messaging page is supposed to be instant, but it takes, the listener is not as fast as the comment and the chat messaging, chat listeners for some reason. So basically here we see the name of the person sending the image. In this case, we have password is sending the image. On this side, it's Pauline, and or rather the person you're communicating with. The last line, we use a line limiter to only see the last line of the image, and then ellipses, and then after that we have the time ago feature, how long ago this image was sent, and of course the image of the person you're sending along. So after that, and you could click on it and communicate. And also, if the last image between you two was the last communication between you two was an image, you come here and you see the accompanying image. We use an SF symbol, right, as an image to indicate that this is an image. So the last image with Patrick was an image, right? Patrick, or I sent an image, and basically that, right? So we could come here and we could chat in real time, and it does scroll to the bottom when you start, right? But afterwards, it doesn't auto scroll to the bottom, which is horrible, basically. So yeah, when you start off, we use a scroll view to go to the bottom, but afterwards, if you send messages, you have to scroll up to see the message. I don't know how to auto scroll it. If you have an idea, I've been looking at Stack Overflow. I can't figure out how to auto scroll after the fact, after the view loads. We use an on appear. Okay, I'm going into a bit more technical details, but yeah, basically we use an on appear, scroll to the bottom, and whatnot, right? So we could chat in real time, and the first thing you'll notice is your messages are in blue and their messages are in gray, and yeah, basically that. So we could say, well, hit send. You have to scroll up because it's not on up here. We see well, and if we scroll up, we see well, and they say hi, and we send. And you scroll up, you see hi, and you scroll up, you see on the other side hi. And the next thing we could do is we could select images also by clicking on the camera button. So we could click on the camera button like so, choose a photo, and we could send this image like so, hit choose, and it should appear. You don't have to say click send. It's going to take a bit more time because it's going to the storage, right? Our Firebase storage. So if we come here, we find the image, and it's on the other side, and you could also do that for this side. You could choose a photo like so, and pick this photo, hit choose, and yeah, basically you see the image like that. And so that is our messaging function. And of course, you can't send an empty image, right? So if you hit this, nothing goes. It doesn't have an error message, but you have to include text. And if you do the same here, you have to include text for it to actually work, right? And so basically that is our messaging page and our chat feature. And now that we want to showcase is we could go to our main page where we start off when our uploads, right? So this is our main page. Of course, this yields our messages, and we can see our messages there. But here we have the posts, and the posts from everyone we follow, right? So here, because Pauline follows password, we can see all of password's posts, right? Like so. And here, if we scroll far enough, we can see Pauline's one post, right? I'm sure it's somewhere here. Yeah, Pauline, basically. We see Pauline's one post on our post. And now, if we unfollow a user, right? So it's real time, or more or less real time, right? So we could come and search for, let's search for password, right? Let's search for password. And we could do this, go to password like so, and we go to their page. And when you go to password, right, what we could do is we could unfollow them, right? we're actually following them, but it takes a bit of time. Sometimes it's not really real time. It's supposed to be real time, but it takes a bit of time, especially when you load it on the first time, right? So when you hit that follow, like so, okay, now we can unfollow them. Let's unfollow them, right? So we have unfollowed them. Now we have 4 followers, right? And if we come back to our timeline, all their posts disappear, right? Now we have our 1 post, like so, right? Basically that. So we don't have, but we could go back. We could go back and change our mind and decide to follow password. We hit follow, like so, and come back, and our timeline should now be populated with all their posts, right? So when we follow, our timeline is dynamic, right? Our timeline will either follow or unfollow, will either be populated with the user's posts or remove them instantly or near instantly when we unfollow them, right? So basically that. Now the only other feature, I think this is the most boring feature, but yeah, basically we could come here and log out, and of course there's the login and log out. So you could come here if you're we assume that the user is a user who has an account. So we start off with the sign in page, and you could just fill out your details. You could say password@gmail.com, like so, password, and hit sign in, like so, and immediately you're taken to our main page, like so, right? And if you don't have an account, you could hit create an account, like so, and here you have the option of course, we have error checks, right? If you try to sign in, you say please fill in all fields. If you try to sign in without putting on the fields, right, and you have to put each field, like you say this and you hit sign in, please fill in all fields. If we fill with nonsense, it'll come back from the backend, like we say this, and this is going to come, the email address is badly formatted. So we have connected with the Firebase backend to make sure that the error messages are shown to our user on the front end, basically that, right? And the same appears here, right? We pick an image, we type the username, we type the email, the password, and we hit sign up, and please fill in all fields and provide an image. So basically that, and we can create a user, and our user goes to the backend, and then after that you can log in, and yeah, basically that. So I'm guessing that's our app. That is our complete and total app. We'll be building it over the next couple of weeks, and I'll be recording all the videos. I've actually recorded all the videos except maybe a few UI things. I recorded the videos as I was building them along, so that you don't, yeah. So I'll be releasing the videos in the coming days, and I hope to have you along as a viewer. Subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up this video, leave a comment in the comment section, and yeah, basically, and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.